Welcome to Motivational Monday.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Blind Titans Live on a Monday. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there. Start of a new work week or just week period. So yeah. So all the formalities out of the way, fellas, go ahead and introduce yourself. Daniel.
Lay down.
Go ahead.
What's up, this is Daniel, Running Blind.
This is Bill.
Oh, Bill.
Bill 76ers fan. Good to be here.
Go ahead,
Yo, Skizzle be blind. What's up, y'all?
All right now.
Skizzle.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Lizzie. That's a BLIMP blind.
You know what? Look, go out there and cop the mixtape. Cop the mixtape out on Friday. Go get that mixtape, yo. That's right. At all your local barbershops. Denzel, go ahead.
You already know, man. Hilarious D, resident clown.
Wow. And thank you for finally getting it's been long enough that we've been waiting for that nose harm. Thank you for finally getting it. Trey, where you at? Dre. Oh, okay. Well, then we're going to move on. So, y'all, my name is Dominic, a.k.a. Blind Justice. And so, like I said, we are the Blind Titans. I'm sure Dre will pop in here in a minute, whenever he gets a second. But for this Motivational Monday, a topic brought up my brother Denzel, I thought would actually be something good to talk about. So, regardless of what your ailment is, we all got dreams, right? And that's no different for us, being, visually impaired or any other, type of disability that you're dealing with. And so I know that there are a lot of things that we aspire to be and want to be and see ourselves being. And so I just thought it would be a good idea for us to kind of share that and talk about, things that we have accomplished in our lives, things that we want to accomplish in our lives, and how we plan on accomplishing them. So y'all gonna make me point somebody out? Okay, got it.
Boy.
Go ahead, Christian. Knock it on out the park.
Knocking out the box. Before I went blind, I always wanted to become a chef. And I thought, when I did become blind, I just gave up on it. But then I kind of came back like 2 years ago to see if I can still cook. And right now, that's what I'm pushing for, to get my own little food truck. I'm not going to be driving. Trust me, I'm not going to drive it. I'm going to have somebody drive it. But I want to get a food truck and get like a little, not a shack, but like a little, you know how throwaway buildings be, like a little something like that, like a little restaurant somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I want to be like my own, like me, me and my baby Nikki. Shout out to my baby. But yeah, we both be cooking. That's what I want to do. Push to be a chef or a food truck or restaurant owner.
So I have this thing where when y'all talk, I have these images that I paint in my head. Y'all remember the old school food truck with the old school ice cream that was sitting on top?
Yeah.
In my mind, I really feel like when Christian was talking, I just saw him and Nikki's face just sitting on top of the actual just smiling, dangling at that drove through the city.
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. I wanted to put if I get my food truck, I want to put my little chef emoji on the side of it. Yeah.
Right. So I guess since you started it, I guess my question for you would be, what was one of the biggest things you felt like was gonna be your biggest hurdle trying to become a cook being blind? That I guess really was not that bad.
So when you ask that, you mean
okay, you say you want to be a chef, and so damn, I lost my sight. What did you feel like was gonna be the hardest part being a chef and being blind?
Oh, well, cooking, really. Just cooking, because, when I lost my sight, I was I know I can't cook now. But I gave it a shot, and it looked like being blind made it, the food better to me.
Really? How you figure?
If I gotta go get all the people that had it, then, hey. If I gotta show my videos at my family reunion, hey. It lets me know I'm doing some good things.
Amen.
So I got a question, Chef Blinds. So So, and it's in everyday life. I'm pretty sure we all go through it. You want to be a chef and also own a food truck. How would you promote yourself as well, how I'm trying to say it, like having good hygiene and know what you're doing? Because a lot of sighted people out there that believe that, you know, they get a little skittish, a little skeptical when they hear about a blind person cooking. So how would you be able to overcome that?
That's the thing on me. I'm not dirty. I'm talking about. If I get this food truck, I'm gonna have to have that. And like every time I cook, or I'm wiping it down. Like if you when it comes to my food, I think I'm getting off the topic with your question, but I'm too clean, fool. I'm too clean. I can't have no dirty food truck, cause there's some food trucks out here that's probably like ugh, but I don't think I can't have my food truck like that. I ain't gonna hold it. I'm too clean. I'm gonna have it too clean. But like when it comes like the food that I'll be making, trust and believe folks gonna be like, yeah, that look nasty. Nah, it might do, but put taste buds on. Taste buds on. Before you judge how it look, put the taste buds on.
Yeah, you can't knock it till you try it, bro.
Right.
There you go.
Amen.
I changed so many people, man. I changed this dude, one of my homeboy, his little brother. I don't eat baked chicken. Caught him on camera. Bro, your baked chicken was good. I ain't had nobody else baked chicken but yours, and I'm eating it. Boy, toot it up.
Right.
He changed his whole mind about baked chicken. He toot it up, cause I know, dog. But yeah, changed his whole mind about baked chicken. He was like, hey, I'm gonna start eating baked chicken.
So then, okay, so I guess we're going to keep going around the circle. So, Herb, what's a dream of yours that you're either trying to accomplish or that you feel like you've accomplished already?
I haven't accomplished anything yet, but one thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to have a mobile, like, car detail thing where say you're at work, say you're going to work, right? You would schedule me to come pull up at your job. I come in, get your keys, bring you back your keys, payment and all of that. And then, you know, when you get off, shit, you got car shining, smell good, look good, and then you get to go on about your business. So while you at work, you know, instead of having to, when I get off, now I gotta go to the car wash or something like that. So I just thought that would be a really good thing where, because I'm pretty sure many people, if somebody can come, the convenience of people coming to you, a lot of people will say, oh, I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been to work and I've seen guys pull up and tint people's windows in the parking lot. So I'm pretty sure that would be the same thing with a mobile car dealer. Car detail. So that's one thing that I wanted to do. I don't know if I'll still be able to pull it off. I would just
don't do that.
Like Chris said, I would have like, no, you come on now, don't do that. I was about to say it was gonna be some working at it, but I would have to find a driver because of course I ain't about to be trying to drive.
So I got a question for you though, Earl.
What's up?
What you started there and you got like recognition like over the country. And somebody like in maybe here in Tennessee wanted you to come do their car. Would you make that trip?
For the right price, yeah.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Cause my food truck.
And we would have to set that up because of course that would be a whole day trip. So hey, you know, the price is right, you know. Bob Barker.
Or like instantly when I started thinking about it too, Herb, I'm thinking something again, you know, obviously depending on the scale of it. If it were to become really successful, it would be something like Uber or Lyft, where like you would have people in different cities that, like you said, you know, hey, if somebody where Christian's at or where Daniel's at or whatever, you know, you go on the app, hey, I want the Sud and Bubble special, you know, come detail my car.
Yeah.
Everybody come on out. Yeah.
Yep. Because I would have.
That's interesting. That's not a bad idea.
Because the way after losing sight, then I would make it like, I don't know if y'all heard about this, but it's a thing called 2 man in the truck, and they basically are movers, you know. So it would be 2 men in the truck, you know.
No truck, yeah.
One person driving, which whoever I'm dealing with, I would have to have a driver, you know. And then to take it a scale further, could also employ other visually impaired and blind people. Have one sighted and one visually impaired or blind person. Who's the other person to work with, you know?
Right. So swinging on over to the OG in the group, Bill, what's some of your dreams or aspirations?
All right, so I told you guys before that I studied martial arts, and right before I became blind, I got my certification to teach. I also got my black belt. And back then, I never felt intimidated or apprehensive about going out for fear that something might happen. It had never happened with me. But once I became blind, a whole new thing just became. I mean, now I became insecure in my movements and what's around me. So I wanted to get to the point where I teach martial arts, but I teach it to the disabled and let them start to feel confident, because I felt unconfident with my movements. I didn't feel confident in my movements once I became blind. So I felt as though I needed to go over everything again and start to learn new things. And I wanted to teach those things to the disabled. But I have to learn the martial arts from, so I could teach to, say, someone who is physically disabled, maybe without the use of their arms or legs, or obviously people that are blind. So yeah, I wanted to teach the disabled.
So can I pick up and go ahead and give mine too real quick? Because I think it kind of branches off from what you're saying. So my first one is actually, I actually did accomplish. So for those of you guys who know me well, a lot of you guys know that I always, so I'm getting notifications. I actually have a history in dance. And for whatever reason, when I lost my sight, I just felt like it was over. You know, part of dancing is, you know, you got to know your spacing and where you're at and around people, and you don't want to run into a wall or trip over a chair, you know. And so in many ways, I felt like it was done, you know, and even not when you're just not choreographing something, but when you're having to follow the instruction of someone else, it's kind of hard. Like in my mind, I'm thinking, how can this instructor teach me the movements, you know, and convey or give the type of description that I'm going to need as a totally blind individual. And it was not until, and I'm sure you guys remember, it was not until I was pushed and peer pressured into doing that dance on TikTok that one time, and then everybody got behind me and duetted it from the group. And for me, I think it meant a lot because it showed me that, you know, hey, you know, it's possible, and that you have a support system behind you. But even more so, I started noticing that there were other blind people out there who were dancing. You know, big ups out to Kim. You know, there's other, you know, blind people out there who I'm starting to see that are kind of starting to surface from out of nowhere who are dancing. And I think for myself, getting out there and actually starting to dance more and having the confidence to be able to do it, that has always been a dream of mine, and still being able to do those things. Because when I tell you, I feel like I'm my happiest when I'm dancing. I guess that's probably the best way to put it. I feel like that's when I'm truly enjoying life and, you know, really at that, you know, happy place. As far as what I would like to do going forward is, I've been told, and I would like to know if you guys think that I would be a good motivational speaker. Now, me personally, in my mind, because I'm my own worst critic, who don't want to hear my story? Like, for real, it's plenty of other people out there with better stories than mine, and, really, I'm going to be getting on people's nerves, making these corny jokes and stuff like that, and so I think now it's that same mentality that I had about dancing is now starting to creep back in when it comes to being a motivational speaker. So, I don't know, I'm just trying to remind myself that I can do it, and I think that's probably the reason why we're having this conversation, is to remind myself that I can do it and that it is possible, Daniel, go ahead and push forward on your chair and come on and tell us your story.
Well, to me, what was the question again? So, something I still want to accomplish right now that I'm blind, right?
Well, like a dream that you have accomplished or that you would like to accomplish?
What I want to accomplish is, of course, I'm getting more comfortable talking, to people. I guess I want to get my story out there, not only on TikTok, but out here in Oklahoma, schools, middle school, high school more, because that's when, you start being into gangs and all that stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't care if I don't go, viral, I don't care none of that. Like I've always said, as long as I can, help a handful of people or families with their kids, to not end up doing stupid stuff like I did, that will make me happy, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, that's my dream. That's what I want to do. And, hopefully soon I'll be able to do that.
Okay. Denzel, big boy.
Yes, sir, man. It's funny that you say big boy, man. I wanted to be a topless dancer, man.
Oh, my God.
You play too much, man.
All the aside, before I lost my sight, man, believe it or not, I wanted to be a cop, or I wanted to be a, Navy SEAL. I wanted to go into the military. And that decision was made by me and my brother, like, as kids. Like, we was like, yo, we about to go into the military. Cause we used to play all the Call of Duties, all the Rainbow Six, whatever you want to call it, play all that stuff together. So that's what we want to do as kids. And then when I lost my sight, of course that can't happen. You can't have blind people shooting people. That just ain't going to work out. Everybody getting it. So nowadays, like Don, I also want to do motivational speaker, but hey man, comedian, man, like as corny as I may be or as funny as I may be, like that's what I want to do. Like it's nothing more that makes me happy than making someone else laugh. Things like that. Also on top of owning my own gym for blind, handicapped, and hearing impaired people as well. But as far as the comedian thing, I've recorded and produced, wrote and recorded my own skits on TikTok and YouTube so far.
Okay.
I did a spoken word performance with one of our man cave people, Sean. With Sean, what else? Performed in open mics and all that stuff as far as comedy and spoken word, I guess motivational / spoken word. And that's basically my dreams, man. That's all my dreams in one.
So can I throw out a tidbit or a fun fact that I didn't know this until the other day? So you talked about going into the military, and we already know that that's not going to happen because we're going to Something said, Dominic, research if it's legal for blind people to own a gun. Those who are listening and may listen to this at a future date, it is legal in the state of Georgia for a blind / visually impaired individual to legally, emphasis on the legally, own a gun.
I believe it's like that too in South Carolina. I actually don't think there's any restrictions for blind anywhere, to be honest. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think there's any restrictions.
And that's what I was going to say to that. I was going to say, look for your state, because obviously I only look for, Georgia because I live in Georgia. But, I would say look into it. Like I said, obviously you can't get in the military, but...
Yeah, I can go to the shooting
Denzel, pick it up. Pick it up, Denzel.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, since we talked about having goals and dreams and accomplishing them, anyone ever felt like, well, dang, I got this, I got that, but how do I go about getting there? Like, so like any support systems along the way of having these dreams? Any mentors or encouragements? Or how did anybody get influence and all that?
I was gonna say it's like my friends and family that's pushing me, and then like how I think I'm gonna get myself really after. It's this group on Facebook. Like I've been hesitant to put my stuff in there, but they call it Black Memphis Eat, and I want to put me and Nikki's stuff in there, like for Nikki with her cupcakes and stuff, and I want to put like a status in there and just ask the people in there like, would y'all trust a blind person cooking, just to see, and if someone be like, yeah, and I'm like, hey, I made something, just come and try it. Like, come and try it and see. Cause I'm pushing for this. Like, I'm not gonna stop for this food truck and stuff. Like, I want this.
So Chris, let me tell you something. All you need is one person, one-sided person, to try your food, and everybody likes food. Everybody likes food, and word of mouth, as we know, travel. That's all I got to say.
And don't forget them two heads on top of the truck too.
And I put this out there too, Chris, because here in Maryland we have a business enterprise program for blind/visually impaired people, where you have the chance to work in your own store/cafeteria. And I believe they can help you get your food truck as well. So I would definitely research your local rehab center or organization for the blind and see what type of programs they got.
Ooh, and another thing, Chris, there's a fellow blind talker. I believe her boyfriend is a blind chef also.
There you go.
You talking about Nikki and me?
No, that ain't what I talk about.
I got a question for you.
Nikki is a fisher, and she already there. We just need to get her business.
Right.
What's up, Daniel?
What would be like your top 3 things that you do if you had a food truck? Or
Soul food, Mexican, and Chinese.
Interesting. That last one, I didn't expect you to throw that in there.
That's what I'm go winning. Yeah, so the question on the floor is, how do we get motivated, influenced, or any support systems and going forward with your dreams and goals?
Well, I know for me, although I think a lot of other people go a whole nother place with this, but when I see other people doing what I do or what I like to do or whatever, that motivates me in a weird, twisted kind of way. Like, I know a lot of people see stuff and, jealousy and all that other stuff creeps in, but if anything, like I said earlier, like shout out when I saw Kim dance for the first time, and I think I messaged Kim and was like, hey, look, I really want, to be able to dance, but I'm just really kind of feeling some type of way, and I was always used to taking instruction from somebody else. And so I'm like, hey, one blind dancer to another, can you just, do a video with some instruction on it? So I don't know if she had done it before. I'm not quite sure.
She did like an audio description video, like not too long ago.
Right.
Like and she was tipping out what she was doing.
Right. Right. And so for me, that's what motivated me. And I think like in many instances like that, it's, seeing other people and seeing other people being successful at it, or at least what I define to be successful at it, that's what really pushes me to say, hey, you know what? Dominic, why are you sitting on your behind? And you could be doing this as well. So, hey, you can do this. Come on, man.
I think for me, man, it's other, self-motivation, of course. I think I had that moving forward. And like Dom said, seeing people doing the stuff that I do. Like Dom is one of my biggest influencers. Chris is one of my biggest influencers. Like everybody in this room right now is my biggest influencer because we all trying to spread the word of awareness, and we're doing what we're doing right now, and showing people that just because you're blind, just because you're blind, or whatever the case may be, life doesn't stop. Life actually keeps going, whether you're moving or you're not. It keeps going.
Oh, and Dre just made it back. Anyway, thank you, Giselle, for that compliment. I really do appreciate that. That was really nice of you.
So does Dre go next? Because I want to ask the question.
Yeah. Thank you, Don, for the introduction.
Oh, of course. Anytime. Well, the question on the table is, Dre. Huh?
What's going on TikTok? Dre Charles.
And so, Mr. Dre Charles, the question on the table is that what are some of your dreams and aspirations, and then how do you plan on achieving them if you haven't achieved them yet, and what motivates you?
Like I said, when I was young, I wanted to be an architect because I love drawing and then I love building stuff, hands-on. I'm still trying to pursue it. So, looking at you, Bill, everybody in this group, man, that inspired me to do anything. So I can do whatever I can do whatever I need right now. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all my inspiration. Every one of y'all.
Daniel. See, that's that stuff I'm talking about right there.
Wait, what happened?
See, right. Wait, what happened? See what I'm talking about right there, Daniel? Really?
I was listening.
What we say?
Dre, stop overhyping this, man.
Daniel, it's your turn to give a compliment to Daniel. Go ahead, compliment us.
No, I don't got no compliments, but I got a question, though. Well, of course, for Denzel, it's going to be a little bit different because I know he came, after the Blind Times were formed, but my question is, what was your guys' thoughts about when the idea came up about creating a support, like a group on TikTok to bring awareness?
Like the Blind Tigers?
Yeah, the Blind Times, of course, yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
men group. And for Denzel, different. For Denzel, it would be when he found out about the group, what did he thought about it? And since the first time you heard it, did he want to join, or was it after you saw everything that was going on?
So I go first. I can answer both honestly. I used to do the same thing that we're doing now with another group of guys, Triple Crown, and it was going good, and then we was like, all right, well, everybody move on to their own individual endeavors. So I was like, all right, well, dang, what I'm gonna do now? So then when I scroll on TikTok and I see the Blind Titans, I'm like, all right, cool. A diverse group, all different types of ages, multiple disabilities, spread awareness, I can do it. But now I'm going to get in there. So I was, that's all I want, man. Like, I just want to be a part of something that's all about spreading awareness and uplifting and bringing people to the forefront and letting them know that it's always going to be light. Behind every darkness, there's always going to be light, man. And that's all I wanted. So I'm just happy that it was started and it was moving forward. I ain't got to do nearly half the work I did in Triple Crown along with Dom and the other guys.
Hello.
It's equal. Everybody got a part. Everybody playing a part. Whether they think they don't got a part or not, everybody plays a part in this group. And that's what I'm more proud of about the Blind Titans. That everybody got a part. I should know their part anyway. And know that their voices is being heard and should be heard.
So can I build off of that real quick? Just real quick, one quick second. The beauty that I loved about the Blind Titans was that, and let me first throw this out there, no shade or anything to no other groups. I think all the other groups who are out there are doing something great and amazing. Big ups to you. You all get your flowers. So this is no shade to any other group. The thing that I love the best about the Blind Titans is that with all of the things that we represented and all the things that we showed, it was more than just the positive aspects about it. We showed what it was like to get down and gritty. We talked about some of our worst moments. We talked about some of the things that were struggles for us while also celebrating. We talked, looking at Christian's jokes or, his skit, or, if it was Bill telling us about, what it's like having to go to dialysis, or Dre telling us about raising kids, or, Irv talking about, being an amputee. It was things like that I felt like maybe they were being talked about. I don't know. But I felt like those were areas that, you saw from the ladies, and, cool, no shade, do your thing, women, hallelujah, who won the world, girl. But, to me, it was, me personally, I had never ran across an all-male group who was out there speaking for the guys and giving the guys perspective and letting other men know, hey, look, it may not be a lot of us out there, but we out here.
Yeah.
And I think the beauty, and I believe the beauty behind all of that, too, is along with us having a good time and taking trips and telling all these stories, all of us, to some degree, I feel like have put out information out there to help get other people to where hopefully they will want to be. I can't tell you how many times I would get a message that said, Dominic, thank you for telling me about what this was, or explaining how this works, or giving me this information. I didn't get that from anywhere else, or I didn't know that, or now I know how to move forward. And to me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So, as for me, when we talked about joining a group of Blind Titans, at that time I didn't know too much about TikTok, so I didn't know all that comes with TikTok, all that TikTok can expose you to. I didn't know what to come make up the Blind Titans. I was just confused most of the time. I didn't know. And then when we started to formulate things and put things together and started to make videos, started to make videos about blindness, diabetes, amputation, all that, then I started to understand it. I started to realize where I wanted to go, in which area of my life, what I wanted to do, all from the Blind Titans. So, Blind Titans helped me. I always knew I wanted to do martial arts, like I said, but it helped me to, with just talking about blindness and all that, I really started to realize what I wanted to do with my life. So I do owe that to Blind Titans. Your turn.
So what's the question again, so that I don't answer it incorrectly?
Daniel. Oh, here we go again.
What was that? What? What we talking about?
Daniel.
Hey, I'm listening. You tell me the question.
Oh. Well, shit, I don't know.
When you first heard about starting a blind support group?
Okay,
Of
course, I was in the talks about starting what is now the Blind Titans. Of course, I was all for it. Like, I'm open to a lot of things. Like, this is a new journey for me in my life. Being blind, having a kidney transplant, being an amputee, and if I can show awareness to what is going on to help somebody else out, then shit, why not? And I always think, and then when I think about it, I think about another reason why I keep going every day. Like, I want I want me to be an example for my kids that, like, I want them to see, my dad's blind. My daddy got one leg. My daddy been on dialysis. My daddy got a transplant, and that didn't stop him. So I want them to know that when something happens in their life, that's not the end of the world. You just, like we always say, we gotta keep pushing. And I mean, if I can tell my story for somebody else, just like I've seen other people's story, and I'm like, well, why? How do I have the right to be down? I mean, everybody gets down, but you can't stay down. But why do I have the right to be down about something? I got to keep going, because it ain't the end of the world. Because at the end of the day, I am still alive. And if I can be that example for somebody else, because I'm pretty sure people who don't know that I have a prosthetic leg, if they see me in the street, they don't know I got a prosthetic leg. I get around just as well as everybody else. I might not. I may can't run and jump and hop and skip, but hey, I can move. You know what I mean?
He can do the two-step like no another. I bet you gonna get away if the police was chasing you.
Oh Lord! Oh, I ain't even running. I ain't doing nothing to run from the police. I ain't doing nothing to even have to run.
Herb, you gonna show the people how you do your two-step?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I want not being just stupid. I want to see that. No, I want to see him do the two-step.
Y'all ain't, but I done got a video up on my page, bro. When we been in Atlanta. When we been in Atlanta.
When you did the James Brown.
Oh no, not the James Brown. This one been way before. This one, yeah, that been that T-Pain song. Drinking.
I seen you do the cha-cha slide.
Right.
Can I add something to my dreams?
Go ahead.
All right, so I got a little secret, and it all came about when Chris came up with that the rapping video. So I want to be a rapper, but DJ Gramps will be, messed up.
That would be your name, though?
Huh?
I said DJ Gramps would have been your name?
People will call me that.
Oh, okay.
DJ Gramps.
So what I want to do is write bars. I got plenty of bars.
Mm-hmm. All right. So spin me a line right
No,
now.
I'm not doing that.
Remember, grab your cane
and get on the floor. I know, right?
So what I'm doing is holding auditions for people who can lip sync. I'll come up with the bars. Don't even worry about that. But you gotta have the look. So then,
not the
like
ghost
Milli Vanilli. You guys remember Milli Vanilli?
Yeah.
We were back.
Oh my God.
That's what I need.
But you know.
When Bill said he was holding auditions and he looking for a look, instantly I thought of P. Diddy.
Hey, not Ghost. Hey, Ghost Rider Gramps.
Get on the floor.
Hey, Bill, we got to do walk to get a food cheesecake.
Hey, man. Hey, that could be it.
I know, right? Not the P. Diddy.
I was saying about the joining the group. What I was gonna say, when I joined the group, I didn't know we were gonna do this group though. But when I joined it, and like y'all was saying, like just looking at y'all, I was like, okay, if they out here still pushing, I'm gonna keep pushing. And then like I wanted to show people that like just cause we blind, cause like being here in Memphis and having random people talk to you or come and hug you and cry and talking about why is Uncle complaining? Why is Uncle complaining for? If you out here and you blind and still pushing and doing and working, why is Uncle complaining? So if they watching us keep pushing and doing what we do, I just want to show them that we ain't finna give up.
Right.
This blindness ain't finna stop us.
Yeah, and that's what I
just want to show them that like we ain't just gonna give up because we going through something. That's a weak person, a weak spirit. We got strong spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was trying to say, Chris. Like we can motivate normal people, by showing them what we going through.
Right.
Dre and Daniel, what you got?
Hey, I agree with everything they said. We motivate strong people, motivate the disability people. So I'm like I always say, I'm gonna keep pushing, man. Even though I feel bad, even though it's a bad day today or a bad day period, I'm gonna keep pushing, man, because my life don't stop just because of blindness and dialysis.
Yeah.
My life ain't gonna stop until God calls me home. Yeah.
Let me hit y'all with two quotes. Y'all ready? Only thing wasted is time lost. That's number one. A dream without actions is only a vision.
I like Confucius.
And it's kind of like, I don't know if it was Chris or Ergon that said that looking to inspire people that are not blind, right?
Yeah.
We all know that there's people out there that are not blind and they're scared of getting on the plane or traveling by themselves.
Absolutely.
And look what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Absolutely.
Nah, hey, boy, you just said, hey, bars, Daniel, bars. Hey, Bill, Daniel got bars too, Daniel. I'm on, Bill.
That's right. And
I wrote that for him.
I think I might have told you guys. I think I might have told you guys this before, excluding Daniel and Denzel for obvious reasons, because Denzel didn't go on the last trip and then Daniel drove. For Irv, Bill, and Dre, if you guys ever would have been scared, coming to Atlanta should have been the time that you were scared. Atlanta, the Hartsfield Jackson Airport, is the busiest airport in the entire world. Not just in the country, in the entire world.
Yep.
You literally came down here by yourself and navigated and made it through the busiest airport in the entire world.
Right.
Atlanta ain't no joke, man.
They sure ain't.
I ain't gonna even hold you. The first time that man made me miss my flight back to Memphis at that airport, cause I was like, I'm scared. I was like, hell, I ain't scared. I'm gonna just sit here and wait.
Right.
I went to Starbucks, got me a banana nut bread, and
I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not gonna play with y'all. But look,
Banana, what banana?
and you know, one of the things that I had to teach myself, you know, listening to Irv and Dre and Bill and all of you guys talk, is that I used to always feel like for me to make a difference or for me to push forward, I had to hear it from other people. You know, Dominic, you're doing a great job. Just, you know, Dominic, wow, I watched your video. You know, you look at the videos and y'all know how I am. I want to see the numbers, show me the numbers.
Right.
And I would always get so discouraged whenever the numbers didn't reflect what I thought they should. Always keep in mind, and this is to people who are watching too, I talk to you guys as well. Y'all always keep in mind, some of your biggest supporters are not always the loudest. Sometimes your biggest supporters are the ones who are in the background quiet. They're supporting you. They may not be the loudest, but they're there watching. And so a lot of times when you may feel like you're not making an impact or what you're doing is not being recognized. My mom used to always tell me, somebody is always watching you. Trust and believe that. Somebody is always watching.
always feel like
somebody's watching me. Anyway, so it's almost time for us to go. But before we close out, does anybody have any last closing statements? Okay, so
I like that.
If you don't understand it, you don't never understand. Keep pushing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I like that term. I think two things we can come as mottos is we blind titans and we keep pushing, or we as blind titans and we can't stop. I think that's the whole thing.
Take that.
Forward momentum. Bars.
That's
keep on pushing.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
So all
Chicken
right.
noodle soup. Chicken
Oh
noodle
my
soup.
God! With a soda on the side.
Soda on the side.
What
soda? Matter of fact, before we go, what soda y'all gonna have on the side? I'm gonna have the orange.
I'm gonna have Pepsi.
That's right.
Tahitian treat.
Coke.
No, he did it.
No, he didn't.
Come on, guys.
Mine's a Sprite all day. I might get a Sprite remix.
The almond
Coke
smash.
is the best one, bro. Come on now.
Well, if I'm gonna have chicken noodle soup, I'm eating chicken noodle soup because I'm sick, so I'm gonna get a ginger ale.
There you go. Shout out to Nikki. Man.
Right. Well, I guess that's it, fellas. Well, thank y'all for watching and tuning in, fellas. Thank y'all for coming in and talking and sharing y'all experience and stuff like that. And I guess we out.
Blind times
That's
out.
how you know.
Hey, don't forget audition.
Don't forget audition.
And don't forget Bill's auditions, y'all. Look, Bill, cue the music.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, Blind Titans out.
Blind Titans out. Or whatever.